it play and call it work.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome, Wargamers, to another Sit and Talk. Today, going to be hearing some questions you guys have left for me. So thank you very much for leaving these questions and comments. Also next week, if you want to leave your comments down below, Chris is going to be next week, so leave your comments for him. Unless you specifically have a comment that you would like to address to me, then put Dave, then address whatever you would like to address in that. Also, there's going to be a vault component to this. This Sit and Talk is going to be 45 minutes, and in the vault will be a half-hour extended Sit and Talk where I'll be answering only vault members' questions. So let's jump right into this. Mexican DPS says, can we have a Wives of a Wargamer episode? It would follow the life of a Wargamer format, just featuring your wives dealing with their Wargaming husbands. The more Wargaming wives involved, the better. Kind of like hockey moms or hockey wives, not hockey moms, hockey wives of Canada or whatever. I've actually heard this idea before, and it was Matt's wife's idea. It was his wife's idea. We have to say wifes and not wives because that just sounds like he has more than one wife, and that is not true. Asmo Diaz. Dave, there has been a lack of eating contests lately. I think it is time for a hot dog eating competition. Yeah, you know what? There has been a lack. And I was going to do a Valentine's Day one, but that didn't happen because of scheduling conflicts. I was also going to do an Easter one where we ate different types of eggs, like the Chinese 1,000-year-old egg or balut from the Philippines and other types of eggs, right? I was going to do that for the Easter theme, but didn't do that because of scheduling conflicts. But you're absolutely correct. There is a lack of food challenge videos that have been going on. Excuse me. Sorry that had to be in your ear. But they will come. They have not stopped. They have not ceased. They will still come because they are so much fun. Flatfoot says, Dave, would you rather fight one Steve-sized Nurgling or 100 Nurgling-sized Steves? What? I'm just picturing it in my mind. Probably the 100 Nurgling-sized Steves, because that is, it's very Nurgling to have that. The biggest stupid smile on my face. Detti, so Dave, have you beaten Matt at Nids versus Chaos yet? And if not, is it not time for a cupcake challenge showdown? Oh. Ooh. Twould be a fun video indeed. Okay, so although next week's Sit and Talk is for Chris, if you want to have this particular question answered, put Dave in front of it and then ask this question. Dave, do you want to see, or Dave, we want Matt versus Dave, Chaos versus Nids, Cupcake Challenge. And then thumb up this comment if you see it. And then the chances of this happening will happen because there is a demand for it. Because that's how it works here in the demand creation of video process. Aksu, hello Dave, rumor has it that there is no Chaos Basement Codex coming anytime soon. Why is this? Does GW hate chaos? Is GW afraid of chaos? Did Tau players pay GW to oppress chaos? Please explain. P.S. Make Steve eat more gross stuff. Okay. I've decided that I'm going to disassociate my feelings with the lack of chaosness. We did get Corn Demonkin. But I can't get my hopes up. I just can't because I have too much invested into it. So for me to get my hopes up only for them to be shattered would mean for me to become a Catan and to be a shard of one day, because that is just disappointing. See, I'm thinking about it now. I'd forgotten, but now I'm thinking about it again. So we shan't believe rumors. Murder Mage, Dave, first question. I'm going to Valhalla. So excited! And I know on the Kickstarter it says you'll be working on another installment of Juicing Chronicles. Also excited! So do you think you'll have a lot of time for 40k games? And if so, can we get a game in? Second question. Are you going to make Quirk and Steve share a bunk so you can make a Life of a Wargamer episode entitled Bunking with the Mountain? Okay. I'll address the first question first. Yes, I will be working on another Juicing Chronicles video, and I would definitely love to play games while I am there at Valhalla, and I will be playing games. Will I be able to play a game with you? I cannot promise that because we shall have to see. But just know that my desire to play a game is there, and I would very much like to play a game. But we'll have to figure out the scheduling of everything. So the second question is, that's a very good idea for a Life of a Wargamer. And if you could please remind me while we are there to make this video, because I will make it, because it's just a hilarious video. That's where it's going to happen. A lot of Lives of Wargamer videos will be created. Moki, Dave, on his way to work, Quirk was struck by a meteor and given super speed. What measures do you take to keep him from harassing you? I don't prevent him from harassing me because Quirk is a good person who likes people, and he adds his aura of positivity to everything that he touches. Especially when the things that he is touching... Nope, we're going to have to rephrase that. Okay, next question. Arcan Black. Dave, with the new Chaos Titans, are there any plans to add them to your army? Would love to see a Godzilla-type fight with a Titan, Chris's Titan, and Matt's Bio-Titan. Oh, you know it. You know that I'll be adding it to it, my army. It's kind of an addiction at this point, and I think I'm okay with that. And as long as you're okay with that, then we have a mutual understanding. Necronomicon. Dave, I have an idea. You should do a Mordheim campaign featuring the characters from the Rangers. That's a fantastic idea. I love it. Email me, dave@miniwargaming.com, and remind me of this particular idea, okay? Because that is a fantastic idea. Something that I will talk to the producers of the Rangers about, just to get their permission to use the characters in the campaign, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. In fact, I think it'd be awesome to build a Magra and a Steve, a Magra and a Head Ripper character, orcs characters, to add to the campaign, because that would just be a lot of fun. Fantastic. Icy DJ, Dave, son of corn. Multi-layered question I'm curious about. 30k versus 40k, the rules, the models, and the theme / lore. Which do you like? Which one do you like more and why? Comparison maybe? Okay, so 40k is my favorite game, and I enjoy the play style of 40k. 30k is very unique in that basically, for the most part, all of the armies are at an even playing field, and I say basically because they're marine type armies, with the exception of the Mechanicus. They kind of throw a unique aspect in there. They kind of throw things off balance a little bit, but everything else seems to be pretty close balance-wise, and it makes it so you leave your game up to the dice gods as opposed to who has the stronger list. It just seems to be that way more, considering my meta. Now, when I say my meta, I'm talking about MiniWarGaming meta, and I'm talking about building armies, everyone building armies at the same time, and being able to build armies to a point where we can add anything we want to the armies and round them off however we like. So obviously that's not the meta that everyone is accustomed to, but considering that that is the meta that I'm used to, that's my impression of the game, of the version of the game. So 30k I enjoy very much for that reason alone, is because games are closer, and I feel like they're more you can definitely insert the narrative into the game much easier because there's so much material to draw from. And the outcome of the game doesn't matter so much because you have 10,000 guys fighting each other, there's going to be little pockets of guys that, even though one side wins in the end, historically, you can have skirmishes where the other side might win that particular battle, right? They may not win the war, but they win the battle, which makes the game make sense if the opposite side wins, which is kind of cool. I enjoy the goofy aspect of 40K, and when I say goofy, I mean the complete lack of balance aspect, because a lot of times you just don't know, because you're looking at the armies and you think, okay, that there's no way that'll beat that army. And it does in the game, because the dice gods are like, no, this side wins. I've learned this by playing Path to Glory, because I've seen dice gods turn on others, and when one side should win, the other side doesn't. I'm talking about particular games, not overall campaign results, and so that's not really much of an in-depth comparison. We don't have time to really go into it, but I would say overall I enjoy 40K more, but that's just because it's my favorite. I really, really, really like playing 30K as well. It's a lot of fun. You can see the Sons of Horus right here, and adding to the army has been a blast, and I will continue to add to it as well, because they are the Sons of Horus after all. Mylan, Dave, who is Jay? Oh, are you referring to the dice that I yell at sometimes and also say hello to? Because Jay, if you look back in the videos in MiniWarGaming, many a year ago, there used to be an employee named Jay. He was known by MiniWarGamer Jay. In fact, he was known by this name before he started working for us. And Jay has big eyes. He does. He's been born with these beautiful blue eyes. I think they're blue. Anyway, he's always looking around with his eyes. And he looks guilty all the time. In fact, I heard of this story once when he was crossing the border, and because he's always looking around with his big eyes, he got caught at the border because they thought he was hiding something, and that's just hilarious. I died when I heard that because it was so funny. Jay, in addition to having big eyes, that's always looking around and always has a guilty look on his face, he's the most talented pickpocket that I've ever known. He's able to steal a model right in front of you, turn it backwards, and you'll notice it 5 minutes later when he's out of the room already. So it's just crazy. Or he takes models and he gives them back. He says, hey, is this yours? I saw him take a guy's wallet. He never actually steals. He's a very honest pickpocket, because he takes something from you, then he gives it back to you. And he lets you know that you've been stolen from. I once saw him steal a guy's wallet twice, consecutively within 30 seconds apart from each other. And it was the best thing ever. But anyway, Jay's got these big eyes. And so whenever I roll dice and I get snake eyes, I see those two pips, I see those two eyes, and I think of Jay every time. Whether it be good or bad, whether I'm rolling for leadership and it's an awesome day and I say, hi Jay, thank you very much, you are welcome to this game, come into my home, or I get 2 ones and I'm rolling a save for my Terminator, then I have some words that I must share with Jay. But either way, Jay's a good man. He made many a battle report for MiniWarGaming. He has his own channel, MiniWarGamer Jay. Actually, it's Jaded Painting, JDP, on YouTube. So check him out if you're interested. Shout out to Jay, because he deserves it. He's a good person. And he's been in Life of Wargamer videos because he's just cool like that. He's up for doing things. And I like him. Jay is a good person. And he likes people. Malin. Nope, you just asked that question. Swanky Bubbles. Nope, that question is not for me. Ross87. Dave, why are you so damn handsome? Well, I appreciate the compliment, and I'm not really sure how to answer that. But thank you. Dave, could you tell us more about Rob? Who is he? You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something special here, okay? Let Rob tell you himself. So for those who must know, Rob is a Viking. I found him in the mountains. And he wanted to be here because the cold got to him. And in addition to all this, he is the costume designer for all the epic costumes that you see. He also makes props. He's made a missile launcher, plasma gun. He's working on a Havoc launcher right now. And there will be many more weapons that he'll add to the arsenal in the future. And in addition to this fun stuff, he has his regular responsibilities here at MiniWarGaming as the video editor. So all videos that we create, we hand off to Rob, and he uploads the footage, he transfers it,
edits it, composites it, color
corrects it,
titles it,
does all this stuff. So without Rob, there would be no grease in the gears, because Rob is, I was gonna say Rob is greasy, but that doesn't fit. Really
not really.
No, that's not really what I was.
I'm just one of the cogs in the machine.
Yes, he's a cog. That also doesn't fit.
We don't win either way. Well, we do win by working here, because this is an awesome place to work.
And he's not just being paid to, we are being paid to say that, because you're being paid right now and you're saying it. So
yes.
That.
If this video is being recorded after time is over, like quitting time,
After time
and we're
is-
going home, yes, you know what I mean. I'm back into awkward sometimes, okay? So, if we put this camera on me at, just say like 6 o'clock, then I would still say the same thing.
Okay. I'll ask
And I
you
wouldn't
again
be
at
getting
6.
paid for doing
That's
that.
true, actually. That is technically true.
Yes,
Yeah, but you know I'm going to forget to ask you, so maybe that's your way out.
because you're going through doorways.
I think that's what it is.
Yes. Yeah.
This is his station. This is where he does the magic. This is where he edits the videos. Now let's go into the fun stuff. This is Rob's handiwork right now. He's made this plasma gun. I love using it, and it actually works. Hence all the blackness. Let's take a look at his area where he works. This is his station when he creates costumes, piles of material and clothing, leathers to create armor and such. And this is the Havoc launcher that he's working on. Shared airbrush booth. And this was his latest project. He is chaosifying some chairs for my studio, and he painted this up with the exception of the symbol. Lee did that. But he painted up the cabinet to match my studio as well. So this is the type of stuff that Rob does. He's very multi-talented. Up top there you see some props that he's made for orc costuming. Here's some blood and grit and tar and dirt. And he also exercises every day. On this treadmill running he is all the time. Very good example of health and fitness. That is Rob in a nutshell. Very good question. Thank you for asking me about Rob. That was fun. If you would like to if you'd like to know more about any other MiniWarGaming employees, I'd be happy to do such a demonstration about anyone you ask about in the future. Hook Hun! Isn't Wild Boys by Duran Duran made as an official orc anthem? That's probably not a question for me. But since you're leaving it here, I'm gonna say yes, because that's just cool to think so. Toppy P. Dave! As much as I love you guys, it was Papa Smurf terrain videos and stories that brought me to MiniWarGaming. Can you say hi to Papa Smurf and tell him thanks for all the inspirational videos for do-it-yourself terrain? Still awesome in my books. You know what? I'm gonna do something fun right now. Okay? I'll say hi to him on the phone right now. I'm gonna call him up. Here we go. Okay. Calling up my dad right now. Papa Smurf.
Hi.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Hi.
What?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm
Driving right now.
You're driving, so you're talking to me illegally.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Okay, well, I didn't hear that.
What?
Okay, so I'm calling you to say hi to you because Toby P asked me to say hi to you.
Toby P. He's a MiniWarGaming fan. He asked me to say, actually, he's a Papa Smurf terrain videos and storytime telling videos fan more than he is a MiniWarGaming fan.
Okay.
So he told me to tell you hi.
Okay.
And I'm recording this as I'm talking to you.
Why?
Why? Well, why not? Because you're a good person who likes people. And you taught me how to be a good
All
person.
these years, I thought you knew me. Okay.
Okay, that's all I want to do. This one's for you, Toby. Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye, Dad.
See you later.
Life is fun. I like doing stuff. So, keeping up with the Von Karsteins. Hi, Dave. Can we still expect a video on the finished fantasy room? It seems like a lot of details have been added to it in recent videos, or Steve is getting more creative with his camera shots and get more of it in the bat reps. Either way, the effort is greatly appreciated. By the way, did you know you are on Netflix in episode 8 of Big Picture Eating Insects? I'm hoping they get permission to use your videos. Awesome! I was looking for it. I didn't realize it was on Netflix, but yes, I did know I was in that episode because they asked me permission to use the clip. And are you in the States or are you in Canada? Do you watch American Netflix or Canadian Netflix? That's actually a big question because if it's in American Netflix, I may not get it in Canada. So, and I know there's workarounds that you can get American Netflix, but anyway, I would like to see it because I want to show Steve. Because seeing his face when he sees his face will be a face to take a picture of and post on Facebook. Yeah. So if you could email me, dave@miniwargaming.com, let me know that you mentioned the big picture and say, hey Dave, I saw it on American Netflix, or hey Dave, I saw it on Canadian Netflix, just so I know, and then I can look it up. So thank you. If you could do that for me, that'd be awesome. Blue Nose 345. Hi Dave, firstly I'd like to say, what a great channel MiniWarGaming is. I am a recent Vault member and love the content. Secondly, do you think that chaos on the gaming table doesn't reflect the fluff and lore and they really should be a high-performing army? Thanks for the great content. I do believe they should be a high-performing army, absolutely. The fact that they aren't makes me love them even more because now they're the underdogs. I love their look. They look beautiful. They're the most beautiful looking models in 40K, in my humble opinion, which is why I started collecting them in the first place. But I agree. They are overcosted, and they are weak, and they need to be added upon for their strength. I don't know where that came from. I'm just in a funny mood today. Blue Nose 345. Nope, I just asked that question. Wannabe Jedi. Since GW spells it's D-A-E-M-O-N-S, it actually should be pronounced. It actually should be Daemon. Well, can you think of an A-E word that is pronounced A? I can't think of any other A-E words, really. I like to say demon still. And there's been a few times that daemon slipped in when demons should actually have been the thing that I said. And I have been begging forgiveness ever since I did that. Because it's, in my opinion, that it's pronounced demons. I think they just spell it that way so that they have that they could copyright the spelling of the name or something like that. That's why I think they did it that way. Yarkun. Hi Dave, I just started to get into wargaming, but I don't know which game I should start in or where to start on said game. Which game would you recommend to start and what should I start with? I would start Warhammer 40k, collecting Chaos Space Marines. Actually, you know what? I got a good example right here. If you're going to do that, if you're going to collect Warhammer 40k and collect Chaos Space Marines, start with Dark Vengeance. In Dark Vengeance, you get these models. You get Chosen, you get Cultists, you get a Chaos Lord, and you get a Hellbrute. And the other models, you can either convert up or you can trade with some friends. It's a good deal for what you're getting. Also, you get a mini rulebook, which is huge. and you get dice, a scatter die, which is also very important, and scatter and blast plates. So that's your starter set. If you are collecting Warhammer 40k. Another thing that you want to get is this guy right here. Now this is a very old box. I keep this for nostalgia reasons. This is a Chaos Defiler. I like having a Chaos Defiler as my mascot because he's one of the first models I've ever painted, and it's just sentimental to me. Like I said, this box is actually really old. You're not going to find this box. You will find another box. Yeah, this is an old box. There's the answer to the question. Either that or white scars. Daka, 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 boom, boom. Hey Dave, get everyone in the office to pick a model from their army. Whenever someone shouts, incoming, everyone has to pose like their model and brace for impact. Failure to comply or act fast results in dead leg or pie face. Nice one, dude. Cheers. That's actually a very good idea. I like it. Chainsaw Kyle. Hi Dave, what song would you say fits the Khorne Daemonkin army best? I just said Daemonkin. Look at that. Just Khorne Daemonkin army best. What song does fit it? I would say probably... Well, I was going to say a song by Khorne, but that would actually kind of be funny. So if it was a song by Khorne, maybe it would be Freak on a Leash by Khorne. Either that or Metallica might work. They're pretty sweet. Chainsaw Kyler, just ask that. How come I just... Joyful Suspenders. Dave, has there been any talk of doing maybe a Dark Heresy or Rogue Trader game, but done in the same way as you did Augustine Station? I personally love when you guys get really into your characters and will love more stuff in this vein. Again, fantastic idea. Always in the realm of possibility that we will do such things. So I can't say for sure though. All I know is that the next thing that I'm working on is the 40k Rejects campaign. Doing another one. Different format, but still you're gonna get stop motion. And bat reps. That's all you need to know really. Wazinger 30. Dave, do you agree if they die, they're dead? Do you agree if they die, they're dead? Lacking a little bit of context there, so I'm not sure what I'm agreeing to. And since I'm not sure, then I shall remain neutral. Be like Hannibal Lecter on this, okay? He's not a good or bad guy. He's a neutral character. Is he an antagonist or protagonist? Kind of neither. He's just a really cool guy that you love to see do stuff. That's who I want to be. Dark Angel Ayala. Dave! Question mark, exclamation mark. New Vault member here. Just want to say you guys are awesome and I love y'all stuff. Need more Augustine Station. Need more banter. Would be awesome to challenge your chaos with my Dark Angels. Question, out of all the units in the MiniWarGaming armies, which one is your absolute favorite and why? Considering whatever lore stats, allegiance, the way the model looks, 30k, 40k, whatever. Absolute favorite model. They're gonna have to say Defi in the 40k Chaos Defiler. Why is he my favorite? Is he the most powerful? No, he's not the most powerful. Is he powerful? Yes, he is powerful. He can take out hordes of guys, or he can take out elite characters. He can take out vehicles. He can take out everything. He's kind of an everything killer, and he's a demon. He's got a 5-up invuln save on him because he's a walker, which is also cool. Then it will not die. Very good. And although he has all his lore, which gets updated from time to time and changes slightly, like Hull trapped in rage spirit, and he needs to be pacified until he's unleashed on the battlefield, which is really cool. I like to think that the lore that I go by is the lore that I've created for him, which is the Defi lore, which is he's a baker. He likes to cook pie plates, and then he gives them away as gifts on the battlefield to large groups of people who hopefully die from it after. That's what he does. So that's who it is, and that's why. He's fun. Edwards22, Dave, what Lords of War would you want in the next Chaos Codex that comes out? And if you was to create your own formation of Chaos, what would you have and what special rules? Very good question. Lord of War, probably Abaddon, the Despoiler, would be a good Lord of War. He would probably be the only Lord of War that I can think of that would be logical. Formation. I think it would be cool if there was just a straight up Chaos Space Marine. See, now they already did the Black Legion supplement, but they could definitely do a lot more with it. They can have a Black Legion formation. They could have special rules where I have not thought of this, so I'm thinking on the spot right now. I'm thinking, because with Black Legion, it's all about Chaos Undivided. It's all about not being subjugated to one particular Chaos God. So they got to work in that somehow. Maybe there's a special rule called Chaos Undivided. That could be a special rule, and the rule gives you like an ability every round. Like you kind of roll for it. Because it's always about the randomness with Chaos. There's never any certain thing with it. Like, there's tables that you roll on, and then you get this every turn. So maybe it's like you roll on a chart, and it could be 1 to 6, and from 2 to 5, depending on what you roll, all your units in the formation have that mark of Chaos for that turn. And then if you roll a 1, then I was gonna say something bad happens, but that would actually fit Chaos if something bad happened. And if you roll a 6, then you get to like add a unit of demons or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Either that or all of your characters get to roll on the boon table. And I think they should shorten the boon table to like 12 results. From 2 to 12 results, because a 1 wouldn't make sense. My opinion. That's what I think. Very good question. I like it. Lulz? No, that's Laws. 1, 2, 3. Hey Dave, with the next big movie release being Superman versus Batman and your recent frolics in film yourself, I was wondering what you thought of most modern day trailers. I don't know if you've seen the Superman vs. Batman trailer, but it seems the general consensus is they have revealed way too much, and it's taken a lot of the hype away from the film. I know in my work, when we have discussed this, the general opinion is that trailers can often ruin what can be a brilliant shock or amazing moment in the movie, and really it's best to avoid them and just see the film. What are your thoughts? First off, I totally agree with that, about watching, because what's the purpose of a trailer? I believe the purpose of a movie trailer is to make you want to see the movie. And if you know you're going to see the movie anyway, then there really is no reason to see the trailer. You're already excited for it. You're already talking about it with your friends. There's no reason to see the trailer because you know you're going to see it. So why spoil it for yourself? Now that being said, the marketing companies do a very good job of marketing these movies, so they're plastered everywhere. You watch a video on YouTube, there's an ad before the movie, or an ad for the video, and then the movie trailer pops up. You can't really help too much, and you gotta go to pretty extreme measures to avoid it. You know, you have to mute the video, you have to just turn away from it, and you can't, or you're watching TV and this thing pops up. That's not really as big of a deal because of PVR and all that, but you're gonna get glimpses of it. Even if you don't want to, you will get glimpses of it. So I still firmly believe that if you want to see the movie and you don't want anything to be spoiled for you, then you don't watch the trailer. I absolutely agree with that. That being said, it's actually extremely difficult to do that. If you know you want to see the movie, then you want to get everything you can about the movie. If you see a trailer, you're going to want to watch the trailer because it adds to your excitement. And I fully understand that process that happens. In terms of Superman versus Batman, There won't be any spoilers in my comment right now, in case you haven't seen it. Actually, no, there will be some spoilers. Not to the plot of the movie or anything, but in terms of generalities. So if you don't want to know anything about this, then mute it until I give you a thumbs up. Okay, sounds good? So I feel they gave away too much in the trailer. I don't think they should have shown Doomsday. I think that was a bad move because, again, with your comment, what could have been a brilliant shock? Yeah, it wasn't a shock at all. It's like you're expecting Doomsday now, why? You don't have to reveal it. It was one shot of him. That totally could have been left out. Also, again, this is a super spoiler, all right? So the Batman fight scene in the warehouse, that was absolutely amazing. And it would have been more amazing if they didn't show that in the trailer. Because when I saw it in the movie, yes, it was very cool to see it, and it was probably my favorite part of the movie. But because I had already seen it, I was disappointed by that. They should not have, because you're expecting that Batman awesomeness in the movie. You don't have to show it. And the fact that they pretty much gave away the entire scene, like what were they thinking? That was just a very bad move. Very bad. So opportunity lost right there. Because I think a much better way of going about stuff like that is don't show that, and then when people see the movie, they'd say to their friends, man, there is an awesome Batman fight sequence in a warehouse where he's beating up 24 thugs, and it's amazing. See, that works so much better than showing the entire scene in a trailer, because you just see it. You see the best part of the movie, and it's in the trailer, and that sucks. Definitely things I could have done better. Definitely. Yeah, I think that's my general consensus, how I feel about that. Okay, big thumbs up. I'm not talking about the movie anymore, so you can unmute if you have muted at this point. So back to the other comments now. Mad Medic, Dave, what would you like to see improved in the next Rangers short movie? What I would like to see improved? There's some sound issues that I would like improved, and that will be improved. There's a lot of things that I learned from making this short movie, and there's going to be some production improvements, some costume improvements. Also, timing, character dialogue timing differences I'm going to be working on. And I'm speaking very generally right now because I don't want to give anything away. See, there you go. I hate spoilers. I love being surprised, so I will tell you nothing. Because I care about you. That's why. Argul Mir? Nope, not a question for me. Canadian Padawan. Dave, firstly, great job on the Drusen Chronicles. I really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'm curious, with the curse of the Wolfen update and the sheer power boost that the formation gives to the Space Wolves army, do you feel that the Space Wolves are now thrown out of balance? The Wolfen Murder Pack formation alone has given a huge boost to my wolf. Do I feel like the Space Wolves are thrown out of balance? No, I don't. I think the Space Wolves are just as strong as they should be and need to be. The Wolfen were a fantastic update, and they will do wonders for the army and for GW, because people will buy more Space Wolves, which is the ultimate goal. They are a miniatures company. They want to sell their minis, so having there is a balance though between overpoweredness and extremely good and competitive. I think that Space Wolves are competitive now. I don't think they're overpowered. There's certain other armies out there that are overpowered, but I think that Space Wolves are great and a lot of fun. They're challenging to fight against, and they're a lot of fun to fight with because you're actually able to do stuff now. With the Wolf, and consequently, I will say this. In every squad, if you have your claws, have a Storm Shield on at least one of the guys in the squad, because they only have a 4-up save. But with your Storm Shield, throw him out front, he can take the wounds. They have 2 wounds each, so they can take the hits. You take the hits much better. Just a suggestion. Craig McL. Dave. Hey Dave, greetings from Ireland. I was just wondering what you guys ever thought about setting up a MiniWarGaming Snapchat. I think it would be a great way for people to see the daily day-to-day goings on of a work day other than open vaults, and might even entice people to join the vault, seeing all the work going on around MiniWarGaming and the banter in the back office. You could also share images of what you guys are working on, or even give a heads up on new projects or shows and when they are starting. And I think it would, by the way, I really like this idea, give all you guys a closer relationship with members of viewers of your content. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Of all the work that you guys do, and keep it up. So I think that's a fantastic idea. And in fact, I tried to start a Snapchat, a MiniWarGaming Snapchat, but for some reason it wouldn't install on my phone. I have an Android, but I don't think that matters at all. That should not matter. At least I don't think it should matter, because I think Snapchat is a very good platform for reaching you guys. And so, love the idea. And I really want to do it. So, let's make that happen, phone. All doing Stormblade. Dave, for Russ, for the Allfather. First, when will we be continuing with the Curse of the Wolfen Legendary Great Pack reviews, specifically the Black Mains, because I was thinking about using that Great Pack, and would like to see what a much more experienced Space Wolves player thought of them. Second, on your Wolfen, who would win? You only ever take the dual Wolf Claws upgrades. Would you say that they are the best option? So, the reason why I only took the dual claws is because that's how the models were modeled at the time. I didn't want to proxy them because I just didn't want to at the time. I wanted to stay true to the models, and we hadn't received the other models yet. They were like brand spanking new when we made those videos, and so I have since added more Wolfen that have Power Hammer, Storm Shields, and such. So when I bring them in the future, there would definitely be at least one of those guys in the squad. And continuing with the videos, with the reviews, I think, yes, the reason why we haven't released them, because we actually made more videos, is because we didn't have time to do the accompanying bat reps with the reviews, because we already did all the review videos. And so that actually reminds me, maybe we should just release them as a whole bunch of videos, because it's still a newish thing. So, and the time to make the bat reps probably not going to happen, just because of everything that's going on right now, and everyone's schedule is crazy busy, man. Okay, let's go. Let's do one more question, and then we're going to go to the vault. So, Gage H41 says, "Hey Dave, I was wondering if in the near future you would want to do a narrative of Makar versus Drago Part 2. I think it would be a good narrative campaign, and maybe bring in some other allies for each side. I think it would be a great idea, and hope that you think that too. I hope all is going well. The next installment of the Drusen Chronicles, I can't wait for it to come out. Also, I and probably a lot of other members would like to see Wives of a Wargamer mini show be made. Hope all is well with you guys, and good luck and congrats on your current success, Gage H." Thank you very much, Gage, for your comments. Doing a narrative campaign with Makar versus Drago would be fantastic. Any idea for a narrative campaign is good, and we have desires to do many narrative campaigns for years to come. That's our number one thing that we like to do in terms of making video battle reports, is the narrative campaigns. We get the most out of it, and we believe that you get the most out of it. That's just our opinion. That's the response that they generate. Other thing is about the Wives of Wargamer thing. It's a very funny idea, and I would love to do it, but it's up to our wives, really. I know that my wife is very shy in terms of being in camera. She's not a shy person, but she's camera shy, so probably not going to have my wife be... No, oh, hold on. What if we did a POV thing where she was holding the camera and she was it's her consciousness, and the camera is an extension of her consciousness, and she was looking at stuff? That might work, but I have to convince her. And also convincing Matt's wife. It's a funny. I would really love to do the idea. I'll pitch it, and if it is accepted, then it shall happen. But if it's not, I have no control over this. Just so you know. Anyway, please do leave your comments below for Chris next week, or if you have a specific question for me, put Dave in front of your comment so that I know it's for me. And Vault members, if you wish to continue this conversation in the Vault, click on the link below so that we can do that. And if you're not a Vault member, I invite you to click on that link below so that you can see the video and sign up for a 7-day free trial in the process. You get access to the MiniWarGaming Vault when you do this. And for those who don't know, Vault members are what support us and enable us to do what we do. We would not exist without Vault members. It's kind of like Netflix with the monthly subscriptions. That's how they make money. That's how we make money, is through the Vault members. You can help support us by watching our videos and liking and sharing our videos, and that is fantastic and great. That doesn't make us stay in business, though. What helps us, or what enables us to stay in business, is the Vault membership. That is the only reason why we are here, making videos, making battle reports, narrative campaigns, why we have the studios, why we have access to large armies that we can configure and try many different builds out. And it's all because of you Vault members. So thank you very much for that. And it is the #1 best way to support us, is becoming a Vault member and supporting us that way. That is, it comes down to that. So thank you very much. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy running around and doing stuff because it's fun. See you in the Vault, and happy wargaming.